Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Well, let's get a look at how some individual stocks are performing. Today, we're joined by Bloomberg's Isabel Lee, Bloomberg cross-asset reporter. Isabel, what do you have?
We're looking at Tesla. Shares are still edging lower by almost 1.5%. So we saw its vehicle sales slumping 13% in the first quarter, and that's really dragged down by the changeover in its most important model, which is the Model Y, and backlash against Elon Musk. We have Cantor saying that Tesla sales in the first quarter were affected by weak demand in Europe and, quote, Elon's polarizing politics, among other reasons, end quote. So the figures really just speak to how the disruptions have really affected Tesla's business. Sometimes you really wonder, can you separate the man from the business? And we have RBC analysts saying that the miss was not a total surprise and it's largely understood by the market. But we have Wedbush saying that the street knew it was bad, but it didn't knew it would be this bad. He says it's worse than expected. He, meaning Dan Ives, who we know is one of the biggest Tesla bulls.
It's true. When Dan Ives comes in and starts to say things on the margin, you really got to listen. Are you also looking at Newsmax here? That's been a wild ride.
Wild ride indeed. And now we're seeing some pressure, 45% lower, but that's after a more than 2,000% rally since its debut on Monday. And it really cemented itself as a meme stock right now because we have a lot of bullish retail investors who are piling in on the stock. In Fidelity, they were mostly the buyers. It was the top 5 most popular in stock on Tuesday. And we have in memes and Reddit, a lot of memes are saying that this is the new GameStop. They touted their easy returns. I mean, if you invested at the start of the week and then you have a 2,000% gain, that's really something. So really the surge is reminiscent of the meme stock craze.
And wrapping it up, Roblox.
Let's end on the green. Yes, Roblox is up by nearly 3%. They announced new tools to help parents control how their children interact with strangers in the platform. We know that a lot of these platforms have really come under fire because it's seen as a hazard for children, especially underage ones. And starting Wednesday, parents will be able to limit who their child can interact with. And the company said that parents will be able to view which games their children play and restrict them from playing inappropriate ones.
Love that for me.
I don't know how you police that stuff.
I mean, I was talking to Caroline Hyde about this earlier. I was like, you do your best you can. Yeah. You teach them, the school teaches them, and then you just kind of hope for the best. Yeah. Or you restrict everything. Like there's only those two options at the end of the day.
That might be scary though with peers if they're the only ones who can't have access to anything.
Yeah, I mean, she's not on any social media websites or anything. That's going to be hard banned.
We had software.
Sure.
We had software to kind of monitor that, but my son figured it out in like 15 minutes, like how to bypass it.
100%. Yeah.
Now he works for Lockheed Martin, doing it.
Doing it for a living.
Yeah, doing it for a living. So.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.